Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And this could be pictures, videos, or emails that I get sent. And if you would like to do so, my email is in the description box below. Okay? So, this first email comes in from a community member, and she sent 2 pictures in with it too. And she said, I have 40 pounds of chicken and 5 pounds of bacon today, and still have more bacon and meatballs to can tomorrow. Much love to you and yours. As always, pray, prep, and praise God. You did a lot of canning. Wow, that's awesome. I love it. Look. So this email was sent to me along with a link, and I took a screenshot of the website because I don't want to traumatize you any more than I already have to. And she's like, I may have to become a vegetarian and only eat what I grow in my garden. And I'm like, why, what's going on? So she sent me this link. I said, oh my God, that's so gross. She said, oh, never mind. Here, just look. So she said, I can't remember if you mentioned crickets or cockroaches or any other bugs that with crunchy shells that are not for humans. It was crickets, darling. To mention it, it was actually here we go. It was crick crack. It was crackers made from powdered crickets. Yum. Yeah. I can't. Hang on. Okay, I have to stop. So here's an email with some pictures from a community member. She said, this is my first time with using Mylar bags. I put 15 pounds of brown beans back. Here's a photo that I've done to help my family and my children could use this as well. That's great, sweetheart. Look at what she's done. I'm glad. I'm happy that you're using Mylar bags now. That's awesome. Okay, so here is a screenshot that I'm going to show you, and this was sent in by a community member, and I'll read it to you first and then I'll put it up for you. And it says, breaking update. Reports out of Ohio state that chemicals from the train derailment and explosion in East Palestine have contaminated the Ohio River as far as West Virginia, a source of water for more than 5 million people per West Virginia Governor Jim Justice. Here's an email from a community member with a Wells Fargo update. I have been covering what's been going on with Wells Fargo for quite some time because of the shady shite that they've been pulling. And my husband and I are customers of Wells Fargo and have been for 19 years, only because they hold our mortgage. And I have been talking about Wells Fargo for quite some time, like I said, and come to find out a lot of people in our community have been dealing with Wells Fargo and the shady shite that's been going on too. So this community member said, I'm still fighting Wells Fargo about them not sending us the title to my husband's truck as well as the gap insurance check since the car was paid off a year early. Long story short, they claim we cashed the check for gap insurance. We didn't get one, so we didn't cash it. I asked them to send a copy of the check with our signatures. They claim they had to ask they could send a copy. I was told I could receive a letter with the copy of the check. I got a letter but no copy of the check. That's because I don't even have to tell you, my community member, why they're not doing that, right? Okay, so she said Wells Fargo's attitude is we sent the title, it was never returned, so therefore you have to pay for a replacement copy. Too many lies, broken promises.
What was that?
Goku.
What's he doing?
He's dreaming.
Oh.
Our dog, he's dreaming. She said, I just filed a complaint with the CFPB. I also filed a complaint with the state attorney general. Lesson I have learned, stay on top of things no matter how life gets to be. Yeah, no kidding. Thanks for the update, sweetheart. And here's a commercial break. So this was brought to my attention that the First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, is expected to announce her resignation. What's going on? Why are all these people announcing their resignations? Okay, this was sent to me, and I'll read it and then I'll put it up for you. All right, it says, well, here's some random shite for the day. Read this entire post before the comments. Doesn't matter if you don't like the movie. It's for reference. And I haven't seen this movie yet, but I know that Jason over at the Angry Prepper did a movie critique on it, if you will. Go to Netflix and watch White Noise. Not the White Noise from the 90s with Michael Keaton. It's a new one. About a train derailment with chemical nonsense and happens to have UFO sightings around the same time. Coincidence? I know what you're thinking. I know, because I'm thinking the same thing that you are. Right on. I don't know, but go to minute 58 and have your captions turned on and read it. The train accident in the movie is the exact location as to what just happened. The captions will read about it all being a lie and really a dirty bomb went off. Just saying. Shut up. Shut up. Are you serious? Huh. So after talking with my husband about that movie, he said, yeah, it happened in the same town and they actually used residents that live in East Palestine. Just an FYI. Okay, so here you gotta laugh sometimes, because if not, you'll just cry, right? So here's a commercial break for you. Sometimes a girl just has to spoil herself. So here's a picture that was sent to me that was taken by a passenger while on a plane that flew near Ohio after the train derailed. So here is something, it's a screenshot that I'll put up for you, but I'm going to read it for you because it's a little small. And it says nearly 1 million pounds of the vinyl chloride were on this train. Now the EPA has confirmed it's entered the Ohio River Basin, which is home to 25 million people. This is one of the deadliest environmental emergencies in decades, and no one is talking about it. It's just a shame. Why is no one talking about it? It seems like the only people that are actually talking about it are me, Jason over at the Angry Prepper, Pinball's talking about it, and a few other YouTubers, and that's it. And now I leave you with this video, okay? It talks about that movie. We're gonna have to watch that movie. Well, no, not now. It's after 10 o'clock at night. But I'm just saying, we're gonna have to watch that movie. All right, guys. I'll leave you with this video. All right, and I will see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.
Whatever you do, do not scroll away and watch this video that I'm about to show you. Here it is.
Don't scroll away. I'm about to tell you the craziest story on the internet this week. And no, it's not the UFOs that are being shot down. Last year, Netflix filmed a show in Ohio. This show merges reality with sci-fi and back to reality again. But before we go any further, let me show you a clip of the trailer of the show.
It lasts forever.
Let's watch a sitcom or something.
They're calling it the airborne toxic event.
It will come this way.
Will we have to leave?
Now that you're caught up on the trailer, this is when the story gets really crazy. Netflix filmed this show in a little city called Palestine in Ohio. The residents of Palestine were contracted to be extras on the show. The plot of it is based around a train that derails in this little town. The train is filled with toxic chemicals that explode. The explosion causes a chemical plume that's deadly to the resident. When the federal government comes in, the residents are forced to evacuate. Now mind you, this is all just in the show. Now let's fast forward a few months. Yesterday in the same little town, a train derailed filled with chemicals. When our government came in, they decided the best course of action was to blow up these chemicals. This caused the same type of chemical plume that was shown in the show, forcing the residents to evacuate. So basically, the residents of Palestine, Ohio, acted out the events that they're currently going through. Here's a quick video of the explosion from yesterday. I know what you're thinking. Those plumes look very similar, and that's because they do. Could this be just a mere coincidence? I don't know. What do you guys think? As always, I appreciate everybody that likes, comments, and follows the page. Double tap one time for your boy.